Amazing thing, isn't it?
Marvellous, absolutely marvellous.
How long have you had him for?
I've had him for about 20 years.
Has he always behaved quite well?
No, well, it wasn't in very good condition when I first had it, and it's been repaired and a bit refurbished. And then, the last time I used it, I wound it up and broke the spring. So
there he
we
goes.
had to have the new spring put in locally, which was very good.
Oh, well, that seems to have done it very beautifully,
Yes.
I must say. I mean, it's undoubtedly Swiss, and this rather sort of florid palette for the enamelling is a signpost to that. And the reason that it is brightly coloured is because it's to attract an Oriental audience, really. It's almost certainly made for export to the Middle, if not the Far East. And it may date from... Well, I don't think this one's quite 1820. The fashion started in about 1820.
Yes.
And it went on because it was highly successful and highly amusing. I think this one's probably getting towards the end of the 19th century. But what did you feel like when you saw that for the first time?
I was amazed. I just couldn't believe it,
Couldn't
really.
believe it was true.
Especially when all the wires come up through that tiny little pedestal.
Fantastic,
to operate
isn't it?
all the beak and all the wings and everything moving. It's absolutely incredible, in my view. And they tell me the bellows in there, of which there are numerous bellows, are made of mouse skin.
Well, it could be mouse skin, a very odd one. Certainly chicken skin is the cliche for it.
Yeah.
They are miracles, really. It's miracles, tiny miracles to keep at home in a strange way. You've got to envisage a society where there's no television, no motor cars.
How wonderful.
And no cinema. And so entertainment had to be found in very small, intimate ways.
Yes.
And nothing was more amazing, really, in the 19th century than to open this marvellous box. I suppose the swan on the lid is a bit of a sort of hint as to the contents, isn't it?
I suppose, yes.
And it's a curiously sort of childlike thing, perhaps. I don't know. I mean, it's something that would amaze a child. Do you show it to children at all?
I have not, no.
No, quite sensible. I want to sort of snatch at this bird. And
exactly.
They're hummingbirds' feathers. That's why they have such a... And kingfisher as well, perhaps.
Yes.
No, a marvellous, marvellous thing, giving everybody great pleasure. And look how his head turns, his beak opens. Well, he's suddenly got tired. We all have.
The chap's gone run down.
I know, we all need our batteries winding up. Well, anyway, he's not going to close quite, so we'll probably have to leave him there and wind him up again. Brilliant thing.
Yes.
Did you have him valued at all, ever?
Not really, no. I've had one or two people look at it, just very interested and say what they thought, but no, not officially, let's say, no.
What did they say? Come on, they had a go, didn't they?
No, not really, no. The local chap valued it at about £4,000 a couple of years ago, but that's about all, really. Yes.
I think £4,000 is quite enough. I mean, it's a right value. I would go along with that. Sometimes they can be very much more valuable when they're gold, and sometimes they're gem set. And if they're made for the Pasha of Egypt, they might be bigger and much more exciting. This is a very, very good example of a Swiss singing bird box. What a joy, honestly, you are lucky.